What do you? I'm gonna think about what that guest is.
I'll give you a huge hint, and I just don't
Pink.
think.
Is it that singer Pink?
No, I would love to have Pink. I would love to have Pink. Ooh, I would love to have Pink and not tell my wife and daughters.
And surprise them.
And have them walk in, and they would fucking lose their shit. I'll tell you what. I'll even go this far. Pink can bring her boyfriend, and I'll get a tattoo right there.
Ooh.
Yeah, because her boyfriend does tattoo work.
Oh, he does.
Heart Foundation or something. Heart.
I like Kat Von D, boy.
I like Kat Von D too. She's in recovery. I think her tattoos are much better now.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I heard there was a period of time where they were a little sloppy. She was like, yeah. I'm gonna have a cocktail, and she was like, I added to it. She was hot. She still is hot as shit.
Oh yeah, she looks good, man. Bring her picture up. Bring up a picture of her. Here we go.
She is really sexy.
Yep. Yeah, she looks nice, dude. Was there a before you loved your wife? Was there a first love for you? Did you ever have
Yeah.
Wow.
Jennifer Stevens, 8th grade.
Oh,
8th grade, she really dialed in what I liked in women. She had great feet. She still has great feet, I'm sure.
great feet.
Yeah. She used to sit in Mr. Yarnell's class with her foot like this, and she'd just dangle her shoe.
Oh,
She'd dangle her shoe. And 7th grade, 8th grade, was the first time I realized I was straight.
yeah.
Where I was like whatever a gay kid goes through. I think that's why I'm empathetic towards like anyone who's struggling with their sexuality. I don't think maybe I haven't always been like this, but I think definitely when I realized that at that moment I was out of control. I wanted tan, blonde women for the rest of my life with gray feet. Gray feet had to be a thing. I was out of control. I couldn't control my thoughts. I never listened to Mr. Yarnell's class. All I really learned is about barnstorming. It seemed to be the only thing more interesting than Jennifer Stevens' feet. And
you would dangle that sandal.
Ooh.
God.
And I remember being like, "Oh, I'm bit by the bug."
Oh.
And so if you feel that way about boys and you're a boy, like at the same age, 8th grade, and you're like, God damn it, man.
But it must be crazy at that age because all boys are suddenly being like, I've been jerking off all night. And you're just sitting there as a gay boy. You're like,
it would all be so hard. Especially like we used to do a lot of gay shit growing up. Like if you got in the shower and you were like a little white, we'd start slapping you, and then we just put handprints all over you.
oh, damn,
Imagine being an albino gay kid trying to figure yourself out, and you get in there and everyone's like slapping you. You're like, oh. Hey, have you opened those cigars?
You're like, I'm bad.
Those cigars are really great cigars.
They are?
Yeah, they're tatuajes.
I didn't even know there was in cigars.
But this is an interesting point because like when did you find out you were straight?
Let me think.
Like meaning it was in you. You went, whew, what the fuck was that? Like not just going like, watching Wonder Woman and being like, she looks pretty or whatever, but like, you're like, I'm in love with this girl. I want this girl in my life, and I got her. I got Jennifer Stevens. I dated her for like probably 6 months.
Wow.
She broke up with me to date Thompson Rankins.
Oh.
And that's the whitest name you'll ever
He was
fucking
the
hear.
worst.
He was the coolest dude.
Yeah, he was good.
He was the first guy that taught me that it was okay to shower. Like
with other dudes?
Yeah. Him, Truett Gardner.
Okay, that's enough dudes in the shower. Okay. Even in the story, I feel like we don't need... You're just like,
he told me
Ron was there, Alan.
They told me I needed to name my dick.
Really?
Yeah, they told me I was really uncomfortable. I was in like probably 8th grade. They were in 9th grade, and we were playing football, JV football, and we all had to get in the shower afterwards, and I was really uncomfortable. And by the way, I'm sorry, they're two grown men in their 50s with children, and just sharing the story.
Yeah.
And they're like, "Hey man, if you're uncomfortable, this is so fucking bizarre." They're like, "If you're uncomfortable, there's a process.
Yeah.
Shower in your boxers." I said, "For real?" And they go, "We don't care. If you're not comfortable with your body, shower in your boxers." I was like, "I can shower in my boxers?" They go, "Hey, it's just us. We don't give a shit." So I showered in my boxers, and then the next day after football practice, I came into my boxers, and they were like, one day you're gonna have to, just letting you know, like there's gonna be other guys in here. It's gonna be weird you're in your boxers. It's okay with us, but like one of the things you can do to help you feel a little more confident, name your dick. I said, "For real?" I said, "Yeah." I named my dick John Henry that day.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, I named my dick John Henry. And I got very comfortable showering. And then I went to an all-boys Catholic high school, and I got uncomfortable again.
Really?
Oh, they had hogs. They had, like, legit hogs.
Really?
Dude, and they had hair. Because I was showering in JV football, so the oldest kid was 9th grade, right? I go into 9th grade, and now I'm showering with, like, seniors. and they were men. They were grown men with cocks.
Yeah.
And I had a penis. Like I saw the penis. They had cocks.
Wow.
And I remember
Must have broken your heart.
Panic. It was more panic.
Yeah, panic.
It was like panic. Like I was the same size as Thompson and Drew. We were all like roughly just boys, you know.
Yeah.
And then you go in and you see like hairy cocks, and this is. Do you remember this? The showers that just had the one sprout, like the one mushroom with all the spigots on it, and so everyone was showering around a one pole. And so it was like 8 dudes around one pole showering. Yeah. So everyone's looking at each other's dicks. Almost like an octopus.
That's insane they did that. And the only thing to block you from seeing the person's dick was that pole.
That one pole. But then you're looking at dicks all over here. Oh. And then dudes would piss on you. And you're like, oh, fuck. How am I? I think I'm getting sexually assaulted. Oh, man. Yeah, I remember that very distinctly.
Dude, I was so scared to go anywhere where they had, where everybody had to be like naked and stuff, you know? I was like, I think it was very unnerving. Look at it.
That's it. Yeah. Were you really?
Yeah, I think so, man. It was also like really, I remember like, what are we talking about? The first penis we ever saw? No.
First penises I ever saw. First penis I ever saw where I went, okay, that's bigger than mine.
Wow.
Was Jeff Hartley.
Wow.
And I remember. And
did you tell him?
No, but
he knew.
He knew.
Oh,
he knows to this day. And by the way, he's the only one watching this going, that's right. he's gonna clip this out and send it around to our friends. He'll be like, hey.
But dude, we had I remember, I've told this story before, but we had somebody got a hot tub in our town, right?
Yeah.
And no one even could imagine it, right?
Yeah.
So we go over there at somebody's birthday party. This fella, Little William. And it was his birthday, and some guy who got invited there was older than us. So we're all in the hot tub just being children. I mean, we were young, you know, probably 10 or 11.
Yeah.
And this other fella, CJ was his name anyway, he's under the water, and he'd been pleasuring himself, and we didn't know. Mm-hmm. So he stands up and just starts like spewing out into the thing.
Oh, that's so unfair.
And bro, we'd never seen it. We didn't know what was happening, right?
Yeah.
And Little William thought something was like he was leaking out of his body. He was just gonna keep.
He applied first aid. He was like, "I said a tourniquet. Yes. Someone call 911."
100%. Bro, he put two hands on. I mean, this kid was big, dude. Yeah. This kid had probably won a title belt doing something, and he put 2 hands on it, and then the big guy punched him in the neck, bro. Ooh. And I always felt so bad for that kid. Like, just how do you, all those first moments at once, you see the ejaculate, and then you try to help, and then you get fucking punched.
And now it's in the water, so it's coming up on your. Do you remember when you jerk off in the tub, and then you didn't realize that the cum would just get on your chest hairs, and it would like press it this way, so it looked like you'd put gel in your stomach? Oh, yeah. Do you remember the first time, like when you first started jerking off, what was your move? Because like mine was to like rub it like this.
Oh, against your stomach?
Yeah, like put it on my stomach and then rub it like this, and then
almost like a clitoris.
Kinda, yeah, kinda, like exactly.
Wow.
And then I realized, like, I remember watching movies and they were like, hey. And then one day I kind of put pen to paper.
Like getting all Italian
like
with
they go, you know, he's in there jerking off. And I was like, yeah, I guess this is a move for jerking off. But I didn't know. And then one day I did it. And I went, oh, that makes sense. That's why they're doing this, because they do it to their dicks. And it's so much more efficient. Yeah. And I was like, oh, that's how I'm going to do it from now on.
Then suddenly you're just walking around town just playing songs.
Guys, I'm alive. I'm alive. I used to think jerking off was gay.
Wow,
and dude. I kind of came to terms with being gay because I was like, I can't quit.
Yeah.
I was like, I guess I'm gay. I guess if this is gay, I'm gay as fuck. I'm fucking the gayest dude in town because I'm jerking off at least once a day.
Oh, damn, bro. That's insane, man.
Yeah. Dude, that's when there were rumors about gays. Oh, so you didn't know. You were like, I guess I'm getting AIDS.
Yeah.
Like, because AIDS was on 2020, and they didn't tell you how you got AIDS. They told you. They just told you gay guys were getting it. Ooh. And I'm jerking off like fucking 3 times a day going, fuck, I'm getting AIDS. I remember going down to my dad and going, do you think this is AIDS?
Wow.
And he was like, huh? And I was this close to going, I'm jerking off a lot, okay? I'm gay. Just on 2020, they said that we're getting AIDS. And so do you think I have AIDS? I remember thinking, because they were saying it was carcinoma in your skin. It was like skin cancer.
Oh, yeah, smokers, smokers freckles, they used to call them.
Yeah, and so And my dad's like, you don't have AIDS. And I was like, are you sure? And he's like, I'm 100% certain you don't have AIDS.
Wow.
He's like, is there something I need to know about you? And I was like, never mind.
Wow.
I almost told him I jerked off twice.
Oh.
The first time it ever happened, I was, I'll save the names for where I was, but I was in a pool and there was a hose with a gun on it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I just shot my dick and then all of a sudden it was just.
You shot the hose at your wiener?
At my dick.
Underwater.
Yeah,
it feels, that's a good thing.
By the way, I did that when I was like 45 randomly. I was in a pool and I was like, and I had a hose and I just randomly just sprayed my balls, see if it felt good. 45. Dude. Holds up.
Still cool.
Still fucking cool. I was this close to jerking off in my pool.
Oh, in your own
My own
pool?
pool. I was like, oh, come on, man. I can't do that to my family. My fucking wife comes out of the pool. Her hair's over to the side like something about Mary. I'm like, sorry.